Hello, I'm Jim Perry, inviting you to join us for the Best of Card Sharks. You told us with your mail that you enjoyed this very special tournament and you'd like to see it again. So right now, it's our pleasure to bring it to you.
Get those cards. Cut them right. Win all the money and your future's bright on Cut Shark. And here's the host of Cut Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice to have you here, and welcome to Card Shark. Thank you. You're very kind. And thank you. And welcome to week 3 of a turnabout tournament with some of the country's top MCs playing for their favorite charities. And I hope you've been with us the last couple of weeks. This is the final week. Someone at the end of this week is going to go away with an additional $25,000 for their favorite charity. Meet Alex Trebek, Gene Rayburn, Bill Cullen, and Jack Clark. Hello there. Good to see you again. Good to see you, my friend. William, everybody's happy to see you. Hello there. Gene, hello. Alex, formal as always, I see. Good to have you guys here.
Good. I'm the only one who doesn't have a closed deal.
You're the what?
I'm the only one here who doesn't have a closed deal.
Oh, I see. Supplying your own, huh? What is that elephant around your neck?
That's a good luck charm. That's from the Far East.
And for what?
Given to me by a mystic.
Uh-huh.
Along with a few other things.
And you haven't recovered from it yet?
No, I haven't.
Who are you going to be having good luck for?
I'm hoping the elephant will bring me lots of good luck so I can win beaucoup de cash for the ICANN Associates, the Interagency Council on Child Abuse and Neglect.
Good idea.
Gene?
Yeah. Well, this is an albatross around my neck. I'm playing for World Population Control, Planned Parenthood, because the problems of the world are due to overpopulation, and if we can depopulate the world a little bit, why, it would be very helpful.
All right. How about you, Jack? Who are you playing for?
I'm playing for an organization that's going to take care of the ones who do make it into this world, and they need some care, too, the National Committee for the Prevention of Child Abuse.
Uh-huh. Mr. Cullen.
I'm playing for an organization that takes care of people who do make it into this world and now need a lot of help, the Salvation Army. They let me play in the band.
All right. You play drum in the band there? All right. We're playing a round-robin tournament with the 4 of you. So, gentlemen, if you will, go take a brief rest. We'll get set up for the first match. Let's wish them well. They are 4 nice guys playing for good charities. We're opening up the board. Get to the cards. The opening poem, we want to thank Shirley Tills of Akron, New York on WUTV Channel 2. Thank you, Shirley. And now as we deal out the first 2 decks of cards, we'll welcome our first 2 players in the round robin, Gene Rayburn and Alex Trebek. All right, now we're getting a little round we come. You are up against, now you were one of the 2 to come back from the first week, and Alex, of course, in the second week. You know he already has over $10,000 for his charity.
What an ace.
Oh, he's playing very, very well there.
Fortunately, 7,000 I had to kick in myself.
Right. You both got the cards?
Yep.
Yes.
Here we go. Starting the round robin with the best 2 out of 3, and a question to Gene. Gene, we asked 100 people, does your family have a black sheep? How many people admitted their family does have a black sheep?
How many people have, well, there's one in every family.
He talks for a living, friends.
Let's see now. I would think 4, what's that? Oh, I would say 45.
45 out of 100 people said, yeah, we got a black sheep in our family. Higher or lower, Alex?
I'll tell you something. As Gene was giving his explanation, I was trying to put a figure in my mind, and the figure that came to my mind was 42. But I'm going to go along with the audience, and I'll say higher.
Higher. You're going against your own instincts.
I'm going against my own instincts. I had 42 sticking in my mind.
You are trusting those people out there?
Jim. They've never lied to me before.
Let's find out if they're lying to you now.
All right.
45 and higher. The actual number of people who admitted their family has a black sheep is 43. You have it almost right, but Gene comes up on top.
You people, you're out.
Gene Rayburn with an ace.
An ace! All right, we've got to go up. Down.
Lower.
Yes.
It is a 5.
Now we've got to go up.
Higher than a 5. An 8.
An 8. Freeze.
Freeze. We move over the freeze bar. Gene, you get the feeling that you haven't been in someone fired you from the business or something. Just a moment. Let's get
He'll
Gene.
remember his name.
Let's get Gene back in show business here. Okay.
So that's the way it is, eh?
That's what they
Fame
tell
is
you. Your
transitory
days
and
are
fleeting.
numbered. Question to you, Alex. Alex, we asked 100 marriage counselors. Generally speaking, if a husband feels guilty about having an affair, will confessing to his wife make him feel better? How many marriage counselors said yes, confessing will make a guilty husband feel better? Long pause.
We're talking about marriage counselors. We're not talking about wives or husbands. I don't think very many marriage counselors would buy that, and so I'm going to put it at about 28.
28 out of 100 say confession is good. Marriage counselors, Gene.
I think, yes, guilt is a terrible thing. And I would think the marriage counselors would say that it would be a higher figure.
You think higher? You think more of them say confess?
Right.
They said confess to his wife, right?
That's right. Confess to his wife. 28 says Alex. Higher says Gene. The actual number of marriage counselors who said confessing will make a guilty husband feel better is 60. Wow, you are right. It is incredibly higher, Gene. You've got an 8.
Can I change that?
You won the
Sure.
question. You can change it. And he wants to get rid of the middle card. A 4 is a good change.
All right, let's go higher.
Higher than a 4. A 7.
7. That's 3.
Now Gene needs one card.
Kind of
for
looks
the
like I'm
first
going to have
game.
my work cut out for me again
Pressure's
this
on
week.
Monsieur Trebek. Question to you, Gene. Gene, we asked 100 married men. While listening to your wife nag, have you ever thought, she sounds just like my mother? How many men said their wife nags just like their mother?
Quite a few. That's why the divorce rate is so high in this country. I would say that it would be a high figure, somewhere about 70.
70 out of 100, Alex.
I think it's more than 50, but I don't think it's as high as 70. We have a habit of marrying people who are very much like our parents, but I would say it got to be lower than 70.
Lower than that?
Lower
A
than
lot of
70.
agreement from the audience. The actual
Of course,
number
I
of
haven't
men
been
who
right
said
so
their
far.
wife nags just like their mother is 33. You're right. It is lower. 1 out of 3.
All right, Lois, give me a good card.
A 6.
Change that bad card.
Getting rid of that 6. A 3 is
Okay,
better.
good one.
Higher. Higher than a 3. A 7.
I'm going to go higher.
He's going to risk it. No. Back to the base card goes Alex, and Gene gets a free chance to call off the 7 for the game.
Can I change the 7?
You must play it. You didn't win the question.
What's that?
You've got to play it.
You got to play that.
I have to play it. It's either higher or lower, isn't it?
Hey, he catches on quick.
Man is on top of it.
Higher.
If it's higher, Gene is the first game of the match. It is. Gene wins game 1 and another $100 for his favorite charity. We'll be back with game 2 in a moment after this. And game 1 to Gene Rayburn. Lois deals out same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. We start game 2 with a question to Alex. You don't want a question? Okay.
Give me answers.
Alex, we asked 100 people. Did one of the networks...
Oh, good.
Did one of the networks cancel your favorite TV show this year? How many people said a network has canceled their favorite TV show this year?
Well, I was one of the 100, and I am one of 86 who said yes.
86 out of 100. A painful question for any of us.
Yeah. Well, he's given a high figure, and he's probably right. But since there's so little leeway on top, I'll go on the bottom and say it was just slightly lower than that.
Lower than that.
Yeah.
The actual number of people who said a network has canceled their favorite TV show this year is 56. It's lower. More than half, but 56. And Gene starts off game 2
Has
with a 5. You can change it if you like or play it.
I'll go higher.
He's going to play it higher. He's going to 2. Alex with a break and a
Give me
free
a good
chance
card.
and a king. A good card.
Lower.
Lower, he says. A jack.
Lower.
Risking it lower. A 5.
Raise.
Now, Alex is halfway across to tying things up. Gene, we asked 100 bachelors. Do you lose respect for a woman if you found out that she'd been romantically involved with many, many other men before you. How many bachelors do lose respect for a woman when they discover she's been involved with many, many other men?
Probably many, but it's a dumb attitude, but probably many. I'd say something like 55 or 60.
You want to pick a number?
All right, 57 and a half. This one guy walked funny. Now, listen,
How many?
I'll say 57.
57.
57 guys.
57 lose respect if they find she's been involved with many men.
I think we have arrived at a new age. I've got to be lower.
Lower than that. I think Gene agrees with you about it being wrong to have that kind of an attitude, but he thinks more people still have the
I'd
old
like to know where
attitude.
this survey was taken. That would help, but I'm going to go lower.
Hollywood and Vine, I think. And
Then in that
57 and
case,
lower.
120.
The actual number of bachelors who do lose respect for a woman when they discover she's been with many other men is 34. Alex is right. It is lower.
Change the card.
And incidentally, in a poll like that, of course, would be a poll of bachelors all across the country. And now Alex
know
can
that.
get rid of the 5, and it becomes a 9. Not a good change.
Change it.
Rubbing his elephant. Lower? No, a 9. A 10 is not lower. A break for Gene with a 5 and a free chance to call.
I can't change that.
Can I change it?
Well, I got to go higher.
Higher than a 5. No, 4 is not higher.
In a row. Now it's my turn again?
Yeah.
Uncle Jim?
Question 3, your turn.
Oh.
We asked 100 women who are millionaires. Have you ever bought jewelry at a 5 and 10 cent store? How many women millionaires have bought jewelry at a dime store?
I think at one time or another, everyone has bought jewelry at a 5 and dime store. I know I have. Mm-hmm. I wear it most of the time.
And it goes very well with basic black.
Gotta be 79
You
women.
having no trouble with the teeth there?
79.
79.
They're saying lower. They were wrong for him, and they're probably going to be wrong for me. But I'll say 79. I'm going to say it's higher than that.
You say higher.
Yeah.
The actual number of women millionaires who have bought jewelry at a dime store is 35. It's not higher, it's lower, and Alex has it. And Alex is looking at a bad card. He got a 9.
Change that one.
You win the question. That's a big option. And it pays off with a 3. Higher, he says. A king.
You got it.
To tie up the match. Yes, with a big 2. Alex ties things up. And we face sudden death. We'll match you right after this. Each player with one game, $100 for the favorite charity we set up for the tiebreaker. 3 cards up there. 3 questions here in a good match. We start with you, Gene.
All right.
Gene, we asked 100 men. Now, it's no big thing to kiss a woman's hand, but have you ever actually kissed a woman's feet? How many men said, yeah, they've kissed a woman's feet?
Well, in these days of whips and chains and leather and all that, I suppose a lot of guys have kissed a woman's feet. But I don't know how many would admit it. I would say the figure would be something like 31.
31 out of 100 have kissed a woman's feet.
Most of them are yelling lower. They weren't around when I needed them earlier. I think the figure's got to be higher.
Higher.
Got to be.
Any reason for that?
I think you're talking about one occasion in a man's life.
Ah, I
Okay?
see.
I mean, you're going to do it once. See if you like it.
31 and higher.
I'll change my answer in that case if it's only once a lifetime.
The actual number of men who have kissed a woman's feet is 33. Alex is right. It is higher.
31 wasn't
And Alex, yeah, listen,
Not
once
bad
in a
at all.
lifetime. And Alex starts the tiebreaker with a 10.
Let's change it.
Big change with just 3 cards. Another 10.
Well, in that case...
Lower. Lower than a 10. A 9. Big decision now.
Higher.
You're going to go for it and against the odds. A big change. Is he right?
No.
Oh. He got with the odds. He had the win. And as it is, Gene is still in it with a 10 as well. And you've got to play it.
I have to play it. All right. Lower.
Lower than a 10. No. Not lower. fill in the spaces. Question 2 to you, Alex.
I've got the vapors.
Alex, we asked 100. Scarlett, we asked 100 married men. 100 married men. When the music is soft and low and you're dancing with your wife in the moonlight, are there ever times when you wish you were home watching baseball? How many men said there are times they'd rather be home watching baseball?
These surveys were done in complete secrecy, right?
Absolutely.
The wives would never find out.
Absolutely.
Okay. In that case, some of the husbands might fess up. But not that many. Not that many.
How many wish
32.
they were home? 32 out of 100 sometimes wish they were home watching baseball.
I'd say be a little higher.
A little higher than that.
Yep.
The actual number of men who said they would rather be home watching baseball is 34, just a little higher, and you got it, Gene.
32.
Gene, now you can get rid of that 10 if you don't
let's
want
get rid
it.
of the 10.
Give me another 10.
Can't be another 10.
Bad
Get
change
rid of
to
the 7.
7.
All right, let's go higher.
Higher than a 7. No, 6 is not higher. And it's Alex with a free chance this time with the 10.
Lower.
Lower, he says. Yes, a 9. The same card. Now what's the decision?
Higher.
Still against the odds. Is he right this time? No! Twice, if he had gone with the odds, he had the win. And now we are smack dab at the bottom. In the tiebreakers, sudden death, someone has to win it here.
Okay.
Gene, we asked 100 men, have you ever been fired after less than a week on the job? How many men said yes, they have?
Oh, that's a hard question. Less than a week on a job. I don't know. It's 35.
35 out of 100 have lost a job with less than a week, Alex.
I think it's lower.
Lower than that. The actual number of men who have been fired after less than a week is 3. You're right, Alex. Very much lower. 3. Yeah, most people give you a chance to try it and find out if you're going to get it right. Alex, let me explain your options now, because it is sudden death. You could change it and try to turn over 2 cards. Or you could pass it to Gene, who would have to play the 7, and he would have to turn over 2. Play or pass?
I'll pass.
You're going to pass it. He hasn't been able to do it twice, so it's going to Gene. And Gene, you've got to get them both to win. One mistake, and Alex wins it with a 7. What do you say?
Higher.
Higher than a 7. Yes, an 8 up the middle, and you must call it.
Higher.
It couldn't get any closer than this. It all comes down to one call. Is it higher? Yes, it is. Gene Rayburn wins it. What a close match. Wow. He is indeed, and he's up to $10,150 for his favorite charity. Of course, right now he's not saying words like that. We'll see a little later in the tournament.
Maybe.
Gene Rayburn, come on down here with me. 200 more for his charity, and he'll be back to play for a lot more for Planned Parenthood right after this.
Join the shopping spree on Supermarket Sweep.
Are you ready to go shopping? On your mark.
Get set. Go!
Coming up next, right here on Buzzer.
Giving.
We want to get to business. Gene knows how to play the money cards. He cut them in front of the studio audience. They were dealt out. Good luck, Mr. Rayburn.
Here we go.
Here's $200.
All right.
You can change the base card, of course, on each level if you need to. Remember the $50 minimum bets. You start with a jack.
Jack. All right. I'll go lower than the jack.
And how much money?
I'll bet $150.
Big bet, $150 lower. He's right with a 10, $350.
I'll bet $100 lower.
$100 lower than a 10. Yes, with an 8.
Now I will
The
bet
middle, be careful.
$50 higher.
$50 higher than an 8. He's right again with a jack. 500, we move up the jack. Do you want the jack now as we give you the other 200?
Jack is a good card. I'm going to stick with that card, and I will bet $350 that the next card is lower.
Be careful. We haven't seen any queens, kings, or aces, but he's got a feeling for $350 lower, and he's right with a 3.
Okay.
$1,050.
900 hop.
900 higher than a 3. Yes, with a 4. 1950.
$1,500 higher.
Big bet. Come on. Be there. Higher. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was a 3 for a moment. $34.50. We move up the 5. Do you want that 5?
No.
And a big change. Come on, for Gene's favorite charity. Near the middle with the 7. All right, you must bet at least half, 17.25. You got 34.50 and a 7. What's your big bet, Gene?
I'm going to bet just the half.
Half of it?
17.25. And I'm going to bet that the card is going to be lower.
Is it lower? Against the odds? Come on, be there. It is! $5,175 for Planned Parenthood. We'll be right back right after this commercial break. Once again, a great win for Gene Raven. We'll be back a little bit later in the round robin. And Jack Clark and Bill Cullen will be playing tomorrow as we continue Turnabout on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
Some members of the studio audience will receive head-to-toe beauty appliances from Conair, a collection of quality personal care appliances. Conair offers you professional quality for use at home. A catalog gift certificate and Brock's old-fashioned candy store taste. Pure real chocolate, fresh, good-tasting ingredients. Brock's, the candy store candy. Kentucky Fried Chicken gift certificate checks and an insulated thermal bag to keep things fresh. Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right. A calculator in Shout Liquid, Shout Aerosol. 2 ways to tackle your tough stains. Want a tough stain out, shout it out. A cookbook and utensils to make someone happy with Betty Crocker Frosting Mix. Delicious flavors like coconut pecan, real coconut, crunchy pecans. Betty Crocker Frosting Mix makes great tasting frosting. A bathroom scale, a new Renewcid adjustable air freshener. It lasts 25% longer. Open it a little or a lot. It all depends on the odors you've got. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Welcome